Remember those exotic and dangerous animals that went on a rampage in Ohio 6 months ago? Well, now they've been returned to the very compound they escaped from. And the neighbors are up in arms that these possibly deadly animals are back in their midst with little oversight. ABC's David Curley has been covering this story from the beginning. Good morning, David.
Good morning to you, Sharon. You know, animal activists are shocked, they are dismayed, but really there was nothing they nor the state of Ohio could do to stop these animals from being taken back to that infamous Zanesville farm. This morning, the survivors of the country's most horrific wild animal incident are back in their cages. 2 leopards, a bear, and 2 monkeys, followed by cameras in the air the entire journey. Marion Thompson demanded her animals back and was finally able to load them up from the Columbus Zoo. Monkeys in small animal crates, the cats and bear in big crates loaded onto the trailer with a forklift. Zoo officials do not approve, but Thompson drove off, headed for her farm.
They're going off to somewhere where we'll never see them again, and we're concerned for their welfare.
It was 8 months ago that Thompson's husband, Terry, seen here a few years ago, opened the cages on his farm, releasing 56 animals before killing himself and setting off a real-life Jumanji, wild animals roaming neighborhoods.
There's a lion on Mount Perry Road.
There's a bear and a lion out.
Police officers forced to gun down 48 of the 56 animals.
Fired one shot, killing the animal instantly.
A searing scene of death and carnage. Jack Hanna was also on the scene in October and says it changed his life.
This is beyond a tragedy for the animal world.
Earlier this week, Hanna tweeted that it breaks my heart to think that these animals could be returned to the horrid conditions in which we found them. But Marion Thompson had law on her side. So Ohio officials released the animals, which Thompson says she has a deep emotional bond with, admitting to zoo officials that even one of the monkeys often slept with her. The reason that Marion had the law on her side is that Ohio has no law against having these animals. Now, the state was talking about passing legislation that would require inspections, but it's not passed. Nothing is passed. So now it's up to local officials to make sure that these animals are treated well. Dan, the Humane Society says they were out there 3 times before the animals arrived and everything was fine, but now the animals are on the farm.